We're taking a look at Washington, D.C. Today marks the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington, where Martin Luther King Jr. delivered that historic I Have a Dream speech.
60 years. It was one of the most significant events of the 20th century that became a defining moment for modern-day civil rights.
On that sweltering summer day in 1963, more than 250,000 people gathered near the Lincoln Memorial.
People just came from all over. It was a major happening in American politics.
When my mom and dad woke up and they looked out the window from the Willard, they were a little bit concerned. They didn't see many people on the streets. At that time, they were just hoping for 50,000.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation.
Protest songs filled the air. A parade of speakers from John Lewis to A. Philip Randolph worked to invigorate the crowd.
I have the pleasure to present to this great audience young John Lewis, National Chairman, Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee.
My friends, let us not forget that we are involved in a serious social revolution.
And Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered the now iconic I Have a Dream speech.
Dr. King started out with a very boring speech because somebody had written it for him. And it was good speech. It was sound politics. But then the spirit hit, and Mahalia Jackson said, "Tell them about your dream."
I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood.
The march and that speech playing a pivotal role in shaping the course of civil rights in America.
There really has not been one movement since the 60s that the civil rights movement did not influence on some level.
Decades later, civil rights leaders are back here again to mark the 60th anniversary of that speech and a march that changed the world.
You know, Daddy was an expert at how to use the King's English in speaking the truth. I mean, he was very surgical. Daddy had the healing balm in his tongue.
The organizers saying this is a continuation, not a commemoration of Dr. King's work.
Dr. King just didn't see what was wrong and said, okay, that was nice, and talked about it. He actually was a man of action and did something about it, and that's what we're hoping to encourage Americans to continue to do.
Bringing together global civil rights leaders.
The focus of this weekend is to bring together over 200 organizations where we all have something in common. Many of us came over here in different boats, but we're now all in the same boat together.
With a focus on the next generation as well.
It's very important for every generation to play a part. No movement for social change in this world has happened or been effective without the involvement of young people.
Dr. King urged us to struggle against the triple evils of racism, poverty, and bigotry.
Our daughter, Yolanda Renee King, is the only grandchild of Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King at 15 years old.
We need the vision and energy of young people to help move this country forward.
My mother said something critical. She said, struggle is a never-ending process. Freedom is never really won. You earn it and win it in every generation.
Great words there. And a shout out to Margie Merritt. She's one of our producers in D.C. and also from Atlanta. Victor, all of the producers who worked on this piece.
I love that message of equality and justice must be worked for every generation.
Every generation.
Still rings true today.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.